Well, two unprecedented days of rain in northern Italy is forcing thousands of people to scramble for safety. All this flooding now getting worse because the region faced an exceptional period of drought. You're looking at the aerial view of the Italian Coast Guard rescuing a pregnant woman from her flooded home. Fox News correspondent Amy Kellogg joins us live from Milan, Italy with the latest. Amy.
Hi, Jane. Well, yes, the reason that it has all been so deadly and destructive and absolutely devastating for one particular region of Italy that's kind of sandwiched between the Apennines and the Adriatic Sea, Emilia-Romagna, is because Italy has just been seesawing back and forth between periods of drought and heavy rain. And in the last couple of days, well, at one point they registered 6 months of rain in just one day, to give you an idea of how ferocious this has been. And the ground, rather than being spongy and able to absorb all of this water, has turned to something, Jane, akin to cement, and that has caused the water to just run havoc all over this region. Take a look at this landslide that some people managed to capture on their cell phone as they were witnessing all of this happen over the last few days. You can see a tree just plunging down, not exactly a cliff, but a steep fall off there. And you can just imagine how dangerous it has been. The death toll, according to Italian media reports at this point, is 14 people. And that's an awful lot of people to have died in a short period of time because of flooding. This is the worst flooding that we've seen in recent memory here in Italy. 13,000 people at this point are homeless, most of them we presume temporarily, but it is not clear the extent of damage. Certainly some homes will not be habitable anytime in the future. A lot of people without access to food, medicine, electricity. You can see here some video of a collapsed bridge in the Bologna area. 23 rivers have jumped their banks. Again, worst night in the history of Romagna, according to one of the mayors. These rooftop rescues, which you showed a bit of, Jane, have been happening all over the place. They're very dramatic when you see the fragile people like that pregnant woman and then some elderly people having to actually climb through these hatches in their roofs, which is something that just makes your heart beat and race watching it, because it looks scary, like it would be a real feat in the best of times. But forget when you've got this emergency going on. People's cell phones aren't always working. So these helicopters have been moving in and collecting people from their roofs. We saw some quite moving images of a church that was completely flooded in a town called Castel Bolognese. And then in Cesena, we see the effect, and you can see why some people are really in peril's way when they can't manage to open the doors to their homes to get out because of either the rain or the mud. And of course, mud is one of the most threatening aspects of all of this. It causes the most damage in some cases. So that's a bit of a wrap of what's going on, Jane, but there's more of this predicted, and then scientists are saying it's going to be another hot summer. Jane.
Yeah, it's going to be, really tough cleanup. Just heartbreaking to see the images coming there out of Italy. Amy Kellogg, continue to keep your eyes on the situation. We're sending our hearts out to